If you are a wholesaler looking to get into wholesaling in 2024, the end of 2023, when you are looking to get into wholesaling real estate, you should have a business plan. You should have a plan of exactly how I'm going to make 10K a month, 20K a month. Heck, if you're an experienced wholesaler, you're probably watching this like, Zach, how do I make 100K a month wholesaling houses, right? And truthfully, if you do not make a plan, you plan to fail. And if you are going out here going willy-nilly in wholesaling real estate, not knowing what to do, heck, we're talking today on a Sunday. If you are waking up on a Monday and you wake up on the Monday and like, what do I do? What list do I pull? What kind of motivates how? What should my scripts be? All these things. And you're super confused. You are broke. You are failing right now as a wholesaler. And so a lot of wholesalers, I ask them, this is also always funny. I'm like, hey, you got a business plan? Like, you got a plan for your wholesaling business? No. Hey, what? I just got to go drive for dollars, bro, right? Guys, whenever you are starting out in wholesaling real estate or going for your 1,000th deal, without a plan of action, you are going to fail without that plan. You think of any great conqueror, you think of any great man or woman in history, they all had a plan. And what you need to do is create a plan too. So what we're going to do is for every single wholesaler watching this, we're going to make a revamped business plan for success. Here's the cool part about what we do here on this channel, right? We help hundreds of thousands of wholesalers get started in wholesaling real estate. I have a free wholesaling course. There's no secret. It's called freewholesaling.com. It's where I teach you how to wholesale real estate absolutely for free. We have hundreds of thousands of students in freewholesaling.com that learn for free and goes out here and they all become successful. And the cool part about this is we have so much case studies of successful wholesalers making 100 grand the first year, making millions of dollars, all these things. And the cool part is they learn all for free at freewholesaling.com. And I'm not saying that to brag or anything, but what I'm saying is I have the largest case study of successful wholesalers on the planet. And what I can tell you is the ones that ran up 100K in a year to 300K, I know it seems like they just, magically got it, but they did not magically run up 300K their first year wholesaling houses. Heck, the wholesalers that helped make $500,000 this first year, they follow this really simple blueprint. And what I was finding out is all these wholesalers were basically doing the same thing. And I'm like, did I do the same thing? And then I realized, Zach, what? You did that. You did the same thing. And there's this subconscious secret that successful wholesalers do in their business plans. All of them do. That leads them for success. And so we're kind of revamping everything, right? Like you're ready to make a clean slate. Here's cool. If you came from a guru program, someone charging you 7-8 grand, you don't even get this in. Like this is information that's still a secret. I think it's hilarious, but it's true. And so what I'm going to do is give you a systematic game plan right now of how you can become successful. Every wholesaler watching this in this video needs it right now. Some of y'all have the plan. That's great. Awesome. But for the majority of y'all, you need to actually go out here and make a change in your life and actually become successful by doing this plan. So what I want to do is really share this plan out for you. I know it seems stupid, simple to make a plan, but you got to do it. And so what I'm going to do, this is going to be, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pretend like you spent 12 grand to go in a room with me for my business plan seminar type thing or whatever. Right? And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you it right now. And then I'm going to explain what the plan, I'm going to give you what the plan is. And then I'm going to explain the plan too. Now, I want to let everyone know, but I'm just going to give you it right now. Okay. I could charge thousands of bucks for this plan, but I'm just going to give it for free. There are hundreds of thousands of wholesalers that implement this plan that become successful. There are tens of thousands of wholesalers that go out here and can make 6 figures doing this, right? There are a ton of wholesalers that implement this plan and become successful. This is the same blueprint that got me rich that's going to get you rich. So I'll tell you what it is, but you have to promise you're going to actually hear me explain this because I can say it, but for me to explain it is a different thing. Okay. It's like going out here in boxing and say, punch the guy. Yeah. Duh, punch the guy, but like explain how or the strategy. And so let me just give it to you. Like I'm not sugarcoating this. I'm not no broke wholesaling guru that needs to make a Black Friday sale for you to charge you $50,000 to go to my little boat. This is what it is. Okay. This is my business plan. Every wholesaler should know. Screenshot this if you want. So this ain't no guru seminar. You can watch the re-recordings of this. But this is kind of one I've been using last year. And this is one that's kind of revamped a little more. But the more wholesalers that are looking to scale that use this become successful, the newbies that do this, they do a lot better. So what is it? It's pretty simple. Learn, plan, attack, analyze, pivot. Let me repeat myself here. Learn, plan, attack, analyze, and pivot. And so this is a very interesting plan that actually becomes insane. It is the wholesaling real estate cheat code. This is the cheat code for success. This is the cheat code wholesalers need to be using right now. Learning wholesaling, planning their attack, going out here and taking that action, analyzing the situation, pivoting, and then going after it, right? And so to learn, pivot, attack, analyze, pivot, this is what the wholesaling business plan is. And so if you will, I'm going to explain this in probably excruciating detail because y'all need to know like step by step what this is going to be. But if you can just really implement the strategy, you can clearly make six figures your first year. And for the wholesalers looking to get to $1 million plus, this is the game that I use. And this is pretty much the blueprint, right? And so let's kind of talk about this playbook here. So we're going to talk about first and foremost, number one, learning, right? If we're going to play this game and we're playing this game to get rich, right? Like you're not watching this video because I'm the most handsome guy in the world. Okay. I know, I think so, but no, you're watching this because you want to get rich. All right. Like this, you're not watching this for any other reason. Okay. You want to make money. You want to wholesale houses. This is why you're watching this video. Okay. You're not watching this beautiful face because of me, right? I don't have this beautiful voice, right? Hey, this dude's making millions of dollars wholesaling houses. I want to make millions of dollars wholesaling houses. This is why you're here. You're here for your own selfish reasons. And that's not a bad thing. It is the pursuit to get rich, help your family out, help everyone around you. If you have kids, help your kids out. Like it's not selfish in a vanity way. It's selfish for yourself because it's going to help you and your family. This is why you're watching this video. This is why I salute you. This is why you're going to work your butt off to get rich doing this, right? But we have to learn the game. Okay, now we know why you're in the game. Okay, everyone's got their why. I mean, if you survey most people, they all want to get rich, right? But we know why we want to do this, but we got to learn how to do this, right? And this is where you really have to learn wholesaling real estate, right? Like we're playing a game, like any game, chess, football, basketball, right? You think of any game, any Fortnite, whatever, any video game, you got to learn the rules. And this game of wholesaling real estate have rules. I have a bunch of rules in wholesaling real estate that you should and shouldn't do. For example, one of my really important rules is if you're wholesaling, let's say a fire damage property, you should not, and I repeat, not try to go and lock up the deal and then try to sell it willy-nilly to a random buyer that you just don't know. Okay, like you should have, if you have a fire damage properties, you're going into that, you should have a list of buyers. That's one of my simple rules for fire damage properties. Another really important rule is, let's say you're doing pre-foreclosures. Do not cold call a pre-foreclosure. Duh! Like, it's really stupid. Don't be doing that stupid stuff, okay? If you're going to cold call a pre-foreclosure, you're not getting no results because everyone's cold calling that same pre-foreclosure. You got the banks calling, you got realtors calling them, you got all of these, you got loan processors, right? I mean, once that list pendants is filed on that, like you're not going to get any deals. Like you're not going to get any deals by cold calling it. No one answers the phone. They get the servicing companies. You got to text them. You got to use other strategies, reverse try for dollars, door knock, things like that. There's just certain rules to the marketing. There's rules for my acquisitions. One example is I always tell you to condition sellers when you're doing your acquisitions, right? These are just certain rules. And it's just a simple education of getting into the wholesaling real estate game that you should be knowing. And how do you learn the game? What are the rules, right? I mean, this is stupid easy, but I have a free course. It's called freewholesaling.com. We have hundreds of thousands of people joining it. It's an amazing course. I love it. You just go to freewholesaling.com. It costs me a disgusting amount of money every single month to just keep the servers up there. It is tens of thousands of dollars I spend every single month just to keep this website going. And so use it or lose it. Okay. I mean, I could shut it down if y'all want me to, but I ain't. It's called freewholesaling.com. We have our private servers. We got editors. We got all these expensive things just to get free wholesaling education. And to this day, it is the only course on the internet about wholesaling real estate that teaches you everything from A to Z, absolutely for free, all the way from marketing, finding a seller, all the way to selling it. There's no fluff in between it. There's no wholesaling course on the internet that does this. That's it. Maybe there's an acquisitions little course that's 3 videos, try to get you to upsell you for the expensive thing. There's no upsells. Just go to freewholesaling.com. You go there, you learn the game absolutely for free. You should go to freewholesaling.com, learn the rules of the game. I don't know how many times I've said it. Just go there. and just go there and learn how to wholesale. Like that's it. Simple as that. You got to learn the rules of the game. And so the vast majority of wholesalers that want to come out here and learn this business, right? Y'all go on the one-on-ones. Y'all talk to me. Y'all ask me questions like, how do I find cash buyers? That's a great question. And I commend you for asking that. That's great. But what you should be doing is go through the free course and then ask me a question after you watch the course. Because if you go through the course, you see like the 7 ways to find cash buyers. And I just show you in that course, right? That's it. Like, duh. And so what do you think you're going to do? You go on a one-on-one. How do I find buyers? Well, you should go to have you been through the course? No. Duh. Right? Like, it's easy. And so if you want to learn this game, you got to go to the free wholesaling course. It's right there. Free stinking wholesaling.com. So free wholesaling.com. It's all in there. So that's learning the game. Once we learn the rules of the game, then we can start playing the game, right? Easy, simple, right? Learn the rules of the game. We go from there. So now we know how to wholesale real estate. We went through freewholesaling.com. We're going through it. Now we can start, when you go through the course, when we talk about marketing, actually, here's the cool part, right? Here's it's so funny, but like now we're learning it. Now we go through the course. I teach you actually how to implement this, right? Like the course is set up in this method for you to become successful. So let's talk about this. Plan. This is, a lot of you guys like playing like video games, Mortal Kombat, like the fighting games, Street Fighter, right? Like it's like choose your fighter, right? Like those are like, it's always fun, but this is what planning is. Okay. Here's the cool part. You can use any type of avatar you want in wholesaling, right? You can be the cold calling guy, the texting guy, the drawing for dollars guy, the pre-foreclosure guy, the door knocking guy, whatever type of guy you want to be or gal, you can be it. You're a barber. You can be whatever you want to be, right? I don't know what to say, but like you can choose what you want to do. And what we're doing here is on the planning part, we're going to plan what we want to do. Like what type of marketing am I going to do? So what list do I want to pull? What type of marketing channel should I be doing? What kind of lists? Closing styles? Should I use a good cop, bad cop method? Should I use the dollar bill method for closing sellers? How should I close my motivated sellers, right? You get to choose this, right? It's all in freewholesaling.com. How do I find cash buyers? How do I set up budgets? This is all part of the planning process in wholesaling real estate. And you can choose what type of plan you want to do and all these things. But yeah, choose your fighter. I will tell you straight up, if you do not plan, you're planning to fail. And one really important part of the planning, which I always speak about, y'all like to skip freewholesaling.com, but freewholesaling.com tell you some stuff to do. And I believe every wholesaler looking to scale up their business or get their first deal should be doing this. This is to create a money budget and a time budget. Let me repeat myself. You want to create a money budget and a time budget. What is a money budget? What is a time budget, right? A money budget is a budget of the money. How much money am I going to spend to wholesaling real estate for my marketing? And how much I'm going to spend it over what period of time? If I'm looking to spend $500 a month, $100 a week, what is that being used towards? Easy, simple, right? Time budget. Everyone cares about money budget. That's all they care about. But you got to understand one of your most valuable resources in life is your time. And a lot of y'all single moms, a lot of you guys work in school. You're in school, you're working full-time jobs, right? It gets a little difficult, ain't gonna lie, right? And if you only have 15, 20 hours a week to get going to wholesaling real estate, maybe you only have 2 hours a couple days, and one day you got 3 hours, one day you got 0, one day you got 4. I don't care what it is. You just got to create that schedule. Okay. And so you make it where like, oh, I got 2 hours free. I'm only wholesaling houses, right? You create that cold calling schedule, that marketing, you're pulling list, skip tracing, whatever it is, we're going to create that time budget too. And now we have a money budget and now we have a time budget. Now we start implementing these things, can help us make more money in wholesaling houses. And now we kind of have a great plan going together. And once that plan's going, we're getting executed. Now this is the fun part. We can attack. That's right. This is when we have the plan, we attack. You look at any armies, they make the plan first and they attack. This is what we're looking to do in wholesaling real estate. We are here to attack, make a ton of money, get rich in this business, and go from there. So what's attacking, right? Attacking is pretty simple. It's action, action, action. Okay. 0 excuses. Straight up. Okay. When we're attacking, we don't do anything else but attack. Oh, but I'm not feeling good today. And no, you're going to attack. You're going to keep going. You're going to keep marching forward. You ain't no quitter, okay? You're watching this because you don't quit. You don't give up easy. And for everybody watching this, you are not going to quit. You're going to keep going, keep charging forward, and make zero excuses to get rich in wholesaling. And a lot of people are like, oh, I got to attack. I got to take action. What action should I take? No, you made the plan, right? You already made the plan of what you're going to do. This is just executing what you made the plans on. And this is why the plans are super important. Some of y'all make terrible plans. I'll tell you straight up, like dookie plans. Oh, I'm going to cold call 1 hour a day for 2 days, and that's it. And, I want to make $1,000 every single day. Right? Stupid. What you should be doing is create a good plan. And I'm going to tell you kind of at the end here what plans in wholesaling actually do well and ones that don't do well. It's pretty simple KPIs, I'm going to tell you. And it's a no-brainer for most people, but you'll see a very easy correlation. You just got to attack. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around it, right? You just have to attack. What is it? A Zach attack. I like it. Do it. It's Zach attack, whatever one you want to call it. But this is something that's going to help a lot of people out. You just got to attack, take the action, put your head down, and do the work. I don't care if you're tired. I don't care if you got a lot of energy, no energy. No matter what, you do the work. I go to the gym. I don't want to go to the gym, but I'm in it. And no matter how tired I am, how happy I am, how sad I am, I'm going to be in there and I'm going to do the work because I made a plan. That's what I do. Something else I'm going to do. That's nothing that's going to stop me from executing that. Now, here's the next part in this, which I think a lot of wholesalers, this stops a lot of them from really reaching that. They're kind of doing deals. They kind of plateau or they kind of get to a point or they're not doing well and they think it's all them. But really, it's not that, right? And so it's the analyze part, right? And so I can talk about attacking and going after it forever, but it's the analyzing part, right? And what analyzing is kind of like you're just attacked, kind of looking back. It's like a football game. You look at the scoreboard. You look at basketball. You look at the scoreboard. Okay, I've been attacking. I've been going. I'm doing the game plan. Let's look at the score, right? That's what this is. We're kind of analyzing. We're kind of looking at the score. And in wholesaling real estate, what is our scoreboard? Our scoreboard are the KPIs, the key performance indicators. And I'm exact same buzzwords, right? What basic KPIs are like the points on the scoreboard. And so like, what's a KPI, right? A KPI is going to be basically an indicator of a certain statistic of something you've done in wholesaling. So for example, if I'm cold calling or let's look at my wholesaling business for the past 30 days, right? What I'm going to look at is how many calls we've made, how many texts we've made, how many postcards got sent out, how many drank for $1 sticky notes got sent out, right? Like look at my operation. Then we're going to look at calls contacted. So basically how many people picked up, what's our contact rate. And then I've had, let's say 1,000 contacts and I got 30 leads from that, right? And those leads, how many of those leads became appointments? And so we got 30 let's say I got 30 leads. 10 of them were appointments. I don't know. 10, usually 30% because a lot of them, they're leads, but they're not leads, right? And then you get 10 appointments. You close about 60% of them, 6 deals and 10 offers, basically, maybe 9 offers, whatever it is, and then 6 deals from there. You kind of look through those KPIs, right? Same with the cash buyers, how many cash buyers we call, contacts, how many qualified buyers, right? And you're going to look at that. How many texts I send out? What's my response rate? How many of those texts I send out turn into leads, appointments, offers, contracts are the closing. And then really the most important net revenue the most important KPI is going to be your net revenue, right? What's my assignment fees? How much money did I spend in marketing, acquisitions, people, just pure costs? And what's the end profit at the end of the day? And that's it. I mean, that's kind of how my results stack up. And for most wholesalers, that's what you want to look at. That's the analyzing. Like, what's the net profit? Oh, well, I made $5 million gross, brah. You netted 200K. I see a lot of wholesalers do that. And so you got to look at your KPIs, look what those key performance indicators are. It helps you kind of look back at the scoreboard. And for a lot of people watching, it's like, this is when we kind of have to, I'm like, oh, shoot, right? Let's say, I did 15 deals last month. It looks like 13 deals came from cold calling and only 2 came from SMS. And, I'm looking at this and I'm spending $10K each. I'm like, wow, I'm getting most of my deals from cold calling and not even like looking at that. I'm like, wow, I should probably pour more money into cold calling and less into SMS. And like another thing too, it's like, through like there's just, it can get complicated if you want it to, or it can get really simple, right? I'll be like, okay, I sent out 50 sticky notes drawing for dollars this month and I got 0 deals. Well, Zach says it takes about 400 to 500 to get a deal. Well, I should expect to get a deal in 10 months. Or I do, let's say 300 a month, maybe in about 2 months, I expect a deal, right? Whatever it is, but you just got to analyze what you're doing. What did we have to do differently this time that we did last time? And you compare from last year to this year, things like that, right? And then from analyzing, we're kind of going to the next part here, which is pivoting. What is pivoting? Pivoting is when we make the change and then we re-attack. Okay. And so, kind of like, okay, we're attacking this. Oh, got to change, pivot, right? And so like one really big pivot thing that we're going to have to understand the wholesaling game is interest rates, right? Maybe if interest rates go crazy, I might have to go harder on my buyers. I might have to go harder on the sellers. Wholesaling real estate's always a game that goes up and down and change. And you got to do this thing and change and up and down and then squiggly woo, whatever it is, right? But you got to make changes and you got to re-attack. And so for most wholesalers watching this, pivoting is the hardest part. And actually, I stand corrected. If you're looking to scale, pivoting is the hardest part. A lot of people sometimes pivoting, and this is going to be very niched out for a lot of people looking to scale a wholesaling operation. But maybe you're stuck at 50K a month and you can't get anything more, and all you're doing is texting and calling. Well, pivoting might be just adding direct mail. Oh, Zach, I don't want to spend 8-9K a month in direct mail. Like, bro, go to mailingmastery.com, learn how to do direct mail, spend $8,000. You're going to make hopefully 40, 50K extra revenue from that deal or 2 deals a month. And then boom, you're like, wow, thanks, Zach. Pivoting can make changes. It's not like changing what you're like getting rid of, changing the thing. It's like, oh, wow, I'm actually going to add more marketing. And so depending on what you want to do, maybe it's, hey, I'm not getting the results I want. Maybe I should just do more marketing. Maybe I should change the list I'm doing. For some of y'all, you are listening to broke wholesaling gurus and you got to change your cold calling script, right? Everyone's a little different on what their pivoting should be. But I overall truly believe that to make the change and then go back and attack from pivoting and replanning, that's most of wholesaling. And so most of my job, I'll be honest with everyone watching this, most of my job right now in wholesaling real estate is analyzing what the team's doing, pivoting. Like for me on a scaled operation, it's analyze, pivot, analyze, pivot, analyze, pivot, because the action's being done by acquisitions, people, marketing, and I guess, doing what I'm doing is attacking, but like a lot of it's analyzing and pivoting. So the more money you make, the more analyzing and pivoting is more important. And if you're starting out as a beginner, right, that honestly, the attacking part and the planning part and the learning part is going to be more important. And so it's really, each part's super important, but also on top of that, making the changes and reattacking is going to be super important for you too. And so just knowing this in wholesaling real estate is going to help you a lot. And just knowing this little plan I'm telling you right now, this works for the beginner wholesaler just starting out and the wholesaler looking to scale to 100K a month, 2, 3, 4. Like you can scale this up even crazier if you wanted to, right? Like you can do anything you possibly want here. And so again, what is this plan? What is the secret method I'm teaching you? Again, it kind of stupid, but like, I mean, there's no, it's stupid because it's so like no brainer. Every successful wholesaler does this too in a very exact point, but they learn what to do. They learn the rules of the game. They plan accordingly what they need to do. They attack like crazy. They analyze how that attack went and then they pivot, change, or say, hey, everything's going well. We're going to keep doing this. It's what successful wholesalers do. They don't change. They don't make stupid craziness. They just keep doing this and it leads them to success and leads them to make more money in this business. And so you got to ask yourself, it's like, what part of this am I stuck in, right? If I'm not getting any wholesaling deals, what part of this, 5, am I learning the wrong stuff? Are my plans bad? Is my attack bad? Is my analyzing bad? Is my pivot bad? I would say for most wholesalers, it's going to be a lack of volume that is going to be the issue for you. If you're a beginner and you're trying to get that first deal, for the vast majority, it's going to be a lack of volume. And maybe it's not a lack of volume in the sense of like, oh, it's this certain many cold calls, right? Because For a lot of y'all, it's not that at all either. For a lot of y'all, it's not the lack of volume of just doing a sheer volume of calls, right? It's the sheer volume of quality calls, right? And so you got to understand that cold calling a drawing for dollars lead is nowhere equal to just cold calling a high equity list or maybe a vacant property list, right? The high equity is just way more niched out. And so me cold calling 100 drawing for dollars leads is going to be the same as me cold calling 1,000 vacants or 1,000 high equities. And so, yeah, volume is important. But I already made 1,000 calls. Oh, good job, Buster. You made 1,000 calls, but you should have made 100. You would have done the same results. And you would have done 10x better results if you do 1,000 drawing for dollars leads. And I get people attacking, Zach, that's too much work. Yeah, duh, it's a lot of work. You want to get rich or not. Some of y'all slave out here work, $12 an hour, but y'all don't want to make 70, 80, 90 bucks an hour going out here drawing for dollars, cold calling these leads and getting wholesaling deals. It's ridiculous. Learn, plan, attack, analyze, pivot. This is super important for every single person watching this business right now. You got to understand to yourself right now, failure is not an option. We're going to 2024. This is not the year for us to fail. This is not the year for us to give up. Okay, we ain't doing this. We're too late in the game, okay? For every single person watching this, you're not watching this because you're a failure. You're not watching this because you give up easy, right? You're watching this because you don't give up. You're watching this because you won't let anything stop you from becoming successful. And so you got to ask yourself, hey, is this the year or is this right now the time I'm going to change? Is this the time that I'm going to actually go out here? Everything's different. I'm going out here and getting rich. You got to ask yourself. And a lot of y'all talk the big talk. Oh, I'm getting rich this year, Zach. Yeah, it's going to be me. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, it's you. Well, prove it. Guys, a lot of y'all talk a talk. You have to go with actions. Back up your words with actions. Gangsters move in silence. They do the work, they do the action, then they let the results speak for themselves. You have to do the same exact thing. Yeah, y'all love talking about doing the work, but are you actually doing it? The people watching this that want to do, sure, I think most of y'all are going to be doing the work. But for the people that are watching this that, oh, it's a little hard to cold call, it gets a little more difficult, do it. Stop being a little baby about this and get the work going. You cannot be going out here and just sitting around your butt all day, not getting rich. You have to do this. And so one thing I want to leave with everybody watching this, and this is so important. All right. Failure is never an option here for anyone watching this channel. Maybe you spend $7,000 on a guru. Yeah. Failure is an option with that. But for me, failure is not an option. And this is why I'm a lot different than most people watching this, because you can go to me, right? And you could talk to me every single week, every other week, whatever it is. And I will put my foot down your mouth, making sure that you do the work. And I'm not here to sugar. Oh, you're doing so good, Johnny. Oh, it's so hard out here. No, that ain't me. Either you did the work or you didn't. Either get rich or you didn't. Either you get rich right now or someone else in the market gets rich. Either you make that 10 grand this month or someone else does. It's a kill or be killed world out here. And you need to choose which end of the stick you want to be on, right? You want to be the lion or you want to be the gazelle? Choose which one you want to be. The lion wakes up in the morning every day, decides to hunt and destroy it and crush it. And you got the gazelle that's going to run away from the issues and try to just survive the day. Which one are you doing today? Which one is you? For the people that failure is not an option, they decide they're going to wake up hungry and ready to go. When do lions eat? They eat when they're hungry. That is it. It's their instincts to go. And heck, everyone's like, oh, you make plenty of money. Actually, I ain't a lion anymore. I'm literally a shark. And what's a shark, right? Sharks don't get hungry. Actually, no, sharks get hungry, but they never get full. There's literally with most sharks, they have a thing in their stomach where they could eat all day. It's insane. Sharks never get hungry, which means they can eat something and then just keep eating. They're constantly hungry, which sounds like torture to me, honestly, but they're always hungry. They're never not hungry, which makes sure they're always eating, always eating, always eating, always eating. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm always eating out of here and always going after here and living the life of my dreams. So you got to understand, is failure an option for you right now or is it not? And so if you've chosen that failure is not an option, we have to understand what is success. What's actually going to lead me to success? What's actually going to think that's going to help me out? For the people watching this that actually want to make a change, we have to understand the most important KPIs. In 2024 for wholesaling real estate, success, what's going to be a successful person? The successful wholesalers, the people that always make $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, right? Plus $1 million plus, they care about these two big factors, especially coming in this year. offers made and qualified cash buyers. Let me repeat myself one last time. How many offers are you making and how many qualified cash buyers do you have right now? This is going to show you if you're going to become successful or not. Why is this? Because if you don't make enough offers, you're not making enough money. Offers always end up to signed contracts, and you sell the signed contracts for 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 assignment fees. Boom. That's what we're doing this for, right? But here's the problem. If you get a lot of contracts signed and you got no good buyers or buyers that will pay more than the usual, so you're going to be done. And so let's look at two wholesalers, right? And this is the reason why this channel does so much better than all the guru wholesaling channels. Blech. Makes me upset even listening to them or talking about it. But you have a guru trained wholesaler, they'll get 10 contracts. They'll send them to like low quality buyers because they're networking through their network call. And they sell them for 10K each and they make $100,000. Oh, great. What a win. But if you're smart and you actually got a ton of qualified cash buyers that like to overpay for properties, you can get those same 10 contracts home for 15 or 20K each, and you're making 150, 200K. And you're getting double the profits, double the revenue by doing none of the extra work. No more marketing, no more acquisitions. It was all on the dispo side. And so for the wholesalers watching this that want to create a really awesome wholesaling plan, a lot of y'all like, oh, contracts, offers. That's important. But you could be making 50% less money in wholesaling by just neglecting good quality buyers. Realtors that are buyers, those are great. Quality buyers by cold calling the cash sales, quality buyers by calling the for rents and networking and title companies and all these great things, and builders for your fire damage property deals and things like this. A lot of y'all will neglect the buyer side because your guru told you to. But you got to understand the reason why I'm making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 assignment fees, 100K plus ones, is because I care about my buyers. I get super qualified cash buyers. And the vast majority of wholesalers, they don't even talk about this. It's not cool or sexy, but it's super important. But on top of this too, if you're not pushing the volume of contracts to these buyers, what's the point of getting all these buyers, right? And offers made, if I'm really looking at most wholesalers, right? If I do the one-on-ones, talk to people on these live streams in the comment section, right? Zach, I'm struggling. I'm doing everything, Zach. All I have to do is I can kind of talk to anybody right now and just ask them one question. Hey, how many offers have you made in the past 14 days? That is the only thing I get to ask. That is the only thing I could possibly even ask somebody to know. And it's going to directly correlate to how much money they made. Oh, I made 2 offers. Oh, that's why you're broke. Okay. And and the reason why I say this is I'll get wholesalers say, Zach, I made 15 offers and I've had 0 contracts. And I'm like, homie, you have a 0% closing rate out of 15? Okay, now I know your issue. Your issue is acquisitions. And no, I got 15 contracts and I made $0. And I'm like, oh, then you have a dispo problem. You lock up properties too high, right? And so we got to understand this whole wholesaling process. A lot of y'all have issues somewhere. There's always a bottleneck. And the thing we got to focus on is just make offers. You make offers, you'll make money. Okay. And so the really important piece I want everyone to understand this. Write this down, screenshot this, whatever you want to do. But the amount of offers you make will directly correlate to your income in wholesaling in 2024. This is the business plan. The business plan so you get more offers out, so you can make more money. And so the amount of offers you're making are going to show you exactly how much money you'll be making. Simple as that. And so what can I extrapolate from this? What kind of information should I know from this, right? Pretty simple. Make more offers. This is what we need to do. We need to make more offers. The more offers I make usually lead to more money I make. And so the number one question after this is always, how do I make more offers? It's pretty simple. You gotta punch up that marketing. That's a really important part. Bump up the marketing, pull more lists, do more calls, do more SMS, do more driving for dollars sticky notes. Whatever it is, keep jumping it up. And then you keep jumping those numbers up, you'll be able to get more leads, more offers, more contracts, more contracts signed, more assignments, more checks, more money in my bank account. That's what we're talking about today. So guys, That is a business plan. We have to understand this. So let's kind of redo the business plan really quick, really simple. Learn wholesaling real estate. Go to freewholesaling.com right there. Pretty simple. Okay. It's easy. Learn how to wholesale houses. Go to freewholesaling.com. Plan out how we're actually going to get these deals. Attack. Going actually out here and doing the action. Analyzing. And going out here and pivoting and learning what we got to do. That is my wholesaling plan for 2024, guys. This is when I'm sticking to. This is when I do, when you need to be doing, so you can actually go out here and get some wholesaling deals. Guys, this is how you do it. This is how you get successful in wholesaling. And yeah. So what I want to do is answer some questions. We'll do some one-on-ones today, guys. Let me give you the link. If you want to do a free one-on-one call with me, which I always do for free for everyone, because I'm not no stinking broke wholesaling guru. So here it is right here, the little StreamYard link. Boom, easy as that. So let's answer some questions and see how I can help you guys out. So Chevelle says, when you're getting new buyers, do they show you proof of funds and HUDs? And so I always ask for proof of funds and I always ask for HUDs. It's pretty simple. But on top of that, if nobody wants to give you HUDs or anything, just say, hey, give me your corporation, give me your name, and let me look you up and see how many properties you've bought on public records for the past 10 days. Or just ask, hey, give me the addresses of the last 5 properties you've bought for cash. Simple search on PropStream, ListRI.com, ZachData.com. We show you pretty easy if someone's legit or not. I mean, it's a pretty much a no-brainer. If you bought the house, I mean, all you literally have to do is look at the deed and see if the guy signed the deed or he did not sign the deed. Easy, right? It's really not complicated. So yeah, that's what we're doing from here. Let's see here. What's up, Michael? Zach, I'm in Southeast Florida. I'm speaking to a lot of sellers, but not sure about the percentage to get the deal at. Michael, you should go to freewholesaling.com. We have an offer script and offer formula right here below. Go to freewholesaling.com. Let's see here. The Brook Investors, what's the best list right now? I use PropStream. This is an easy one. The best list to use if you have PropStream is the Drawing for Dollars app that comes with PropStream. ListRI.com if you want to use it. Go to just Drive for Dollars. The best lists are always the earned lists. So yeah, easy peasy. Let's see here. Lance says, is there a way to have someone do the contracts for you? No, you do the contracts yourself, bro. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here, man. Let's see here. Jabba says, anyone else have issues importing deal machine skip traces into launch control? If you export as a CSV and then import it, there should be 0 issues. I mean, I've seen on issues for it, but let me know. Let's see here. What section of Flip of the Rick? Freewholesaling.com is the follow-up section. I mean, should be in acquisitions, but if you want to learn how to follow up, hey, Chris, how's it going? I remember talking to last. You were possibly thinking about selling the property, but you said you weren't ready. Is this a good time? Are you ready to sell now, or just let me know what's going on? Okay, you are ready to sell the property. Okay, well, when's a good time for me to go by and look at the house? Appointment set, close deal, boom, make money. Easy, simple. Come on. Let's see here. Guys, I think I know a lot about this. Maybe you'll probably find this out pretty quick. I don't dilly-dally. All right, like I just go straight to the point here. Let's see here. What do you think of the Augusta? I don't think the Augusta market's bad. I see wholesalers doing deals there. So yeah, there's definitely deals being done there. So yeah. Let's see here. Appreciate Enrique. Yeah, you don't do the contracts for you. Z-Man says, how do you get vacant piece of land under contract? By writing up a contract. So how do you get a piece of land under contract? I don't know exactly the way you're trying to explain this, but you get under contract by talking to a seller over the phone or in person and getting them to sign a contract. That's it. Oh, Z-Man says without putting your own money down for it or pulling out credit loans. I mean, you can do a 0 EMD. Done. Easy as that. So yeah. All right, so let's do some 101. Let's talk. So let me check this up really quick.
What's up, Zach?
Brady, what's up, man? How are you?
Pretty good. How are you? Can we do a probate cold call?
What?
Can we do a probate cold call? Role play?
Okay, cool. Sure.
Hi, is this Zach?
Yes, this is him.
Hey, Zach. I was just wondering if you're the owner of 123 Main Street.
Yes, this is him.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know who it was. It might have been your across the street neighbor or your next door neighbor, but they told me you might have interest in selling. Is that correct?
No, I'm not interested in selling it.
Okay. And I don't know what that was, but I was door knocking in the area. Me and my partner are looking to buy a couple more properties in the next coming months.
Okay.
Seeing if anyone was selling.
Nope.
Yeah, so I was just calling around seeing if anyone was selling.
I don't want to sell my house.
Okay.
All right.
That's
So everyone asks me for a role play, and then I'll say no once, and y'all lose your minds. Guys, you have to act like you're regular cold calling. Let me tell you the truth, Brady. Most time you call, they don't want to sell. And so there's a skill in cold calling knowing when to get off the phone.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Once I indicated I don't want to sell, off the phone.
Yeah.
The problem is you're doing a role play, so you're expecting it just to be a dunk. Or,
Right.
oh, no, he really does want to sell. I'm going to do something. No, I just don't want to sell. And that was a very clear, most cold calls are like that. And so I know I kind of threw you off guard there, but like, you got to know if the guy just doesn't want to sell, doesn't want to sell.
Okay.
Call again.
All right. I've been driving for dollars and stuff, but I've been doing the sticky note and I've gotten like no calls back. Probably like I've done 200 of them.
You had 200, 0 calls back?
Yeah.
Where?
Milwaukee, Racine, Wisconsin.
200?
Yeah.
Do you have a list of those 200?
A list of them, like cold calling them?
No, like, did you just, so you went to 123 Main Avenue, put a sticky note out. Do you have those addresses, the 200 you put out?
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah, you should have done that. Okay. No problem. What you should have done what you should do probably instead is just cold call that list and see if you're getting any results.
Okay. I also didn't do this the script that you were saying. I did.
I could tell.
Yeah, I did. I do
tell.
fixture uppers in the area. I was just wondering if you'd be interested in a cash offer for your property. I think that just wasn't.
You do fixture uppers? How many fixture uppers have you bought in this month?
None.
So why do you say you do it?
Right. Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah, explain to me.
Well, I thought it would work, but it just didn't. So,
how many deals have you done, Brady, this year?
None. I have one under contract.
So if you haven't done any deals, why are you trying to change my script? Genuinely curious.
Right.
Do you know something more than I do?
No.
Stick to the script, bro.
Okay.
And so let's redo the cold call, but use my script this time. I'm not saying this out of like ego or anything, like, bro, I've helped a lot of people get into wholesaling. When everyone wants to get cute and smart and think they know more than me, they usually end up getting burned. It's the guy that says, okay, I've done some deals. I think I'm going to do it this way. Go ahead, try it. But like, until you show data that the script's working, I don't think it's going to go well, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was going to get into like the MCTP, but
we got to cold call me first, man.
Okay.
Do you remember my script?
Yeah, you just say, hi, is this the owner of 123 Main Street?
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, is this the owner of 123 Main Street?
Yes, this is him.
Okay. I was just wondering if you were interested in selling.
Who is this?
So my name is Brady. I actually work with some investors in the area, and we're looking to buy a couple more properties in the next coming months. So I was just calling around and seeing if, people are interested in selling.
Yeah, possibly.
Okay. Do you have any sort of, motives for that?
Hmm. Like motives. Like, what do you mean by motives?
Like, are you moving out of state or do you
I'm
just
not
need
looking to move
money?
out of state.
Okay. Are you, looking to get some money or just, get
Yeah,
out
I'd
of
probably
here?
look get some money when I sell the property.
Okay. And just curious, what sort of condition is the property in?
Like I mean, it looks pretty normal to me. I mean, it's an older home, but works well for me.
Okay. And how's the roof holding up and the utilities and stuff, like the plumbing, electrical?
Roof's good. It's about 12, 13 years old.
Okay, solid, solid. And if you were, looking to sell, what sort of time frame would you be looking to get out of there in?
I mean, hopefully before the next winter storm,
Okay, gotcha.
pretty fast.
And yeah, so the way me and my partners do transactions is this: you know, we do payments via cash, no land contracts or seller financing. We pay the closing costs, and
What's seller financing? What's what is that?
so that's where you know
I'm just a
that.
plumber. I don't know this, so
Okay, gotcha.
it's kind of confusing for me.
Yeah, so that's where basically, if I were to do a land
Are you
contract.
a realtor?
No, I'm not. I work with some
Okay.
investors that buy homes cash in the area.
Okay. So you're buying
But
it cash.
yeah,
Okay. Should have said that. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah, I was just explaining our business model. But yeah, so we'll pay the closing costs, and you or me both, we would not have to pay any sort of realtor fees or anything like that. But with that said, what sort of price would you be looking to get for the home?
I really have no idea.
Okay, gotcha. Um, if you
I mean, what's
like,
your offer? Do you have an offer for me?
well, first I would like to see it first. I would like to, look more into it. I can't really give you an offer over the phone.
Why not?
Uh,
Just give me an
you know,
offer. I mean, you have the address.
okay. How does $50,000 sound?
Way too low. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Boom.
Have a good day.
Brady, come on, man. Come on.
What?
We got to go back to freewholesaling.com, bro. Let's take it from the top here. I'm trying to help you out here. I'd
Mhm.
rather you get some improvement on the live than versus with the seller. And so, first and foremost, is you kind of just, I talked about motivation, you just kind of gave up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Motivation is the most important part. So, when we're wholesaling, who do we want to put contracts? Like, what kind of sellers are we looking for?
Motivated sellers.
What's the first part of that word?
Motivated.
So, if I'm not motivated, why are you even dealing with me?
Yeah.
Because I was a little tough. I was like, I'm not going to give you a layup, right?
Right.
I'm like, oh, man. I mean, I just want to sell it. Well, I mean, why do you want to sell it? You said, what's your motivation? No, you didn't say motivation. What? I mean, how you worded
No,
it?
yeah, I said, what's
What's
your motivation? I couldn't find the right words.
not motivation, but like, what's motivated you to sell? Like, it was just, why do you want to sell it? Oh, I
Okay.
don't know. And I was like, I don't know. Oh, like, so you don't have a reason for selling it all? I mean, I don't have to buy the house, and if you don't want to sell it, like, you just kind of push it back on them. One extra thing I do is, oh, so are you just, do you have a second home? No, no, no. And they're like, hey, like, what do you do for a living? Is it like, do you just, or you have to change for work and stuff? Like, you kind of want to like get a reason why they want to sell it. It's
Yeah.
hard to go in the next parts without doing it because it does add rapport. And so, yeah, I'll tell you, some sellers just like, they kind of don't tell you too much. And then we're like, okay. So like maybe sometimes I get that. I'm like, okay, we're going to put that on the shelf right here. We're
Hmm.
going to go back to time frame. Well, Mr. Seller, I want to know when you're looking to sell. I mean, you didn't tell me why you want to sell it. So like, I don't know. Do you want to sell this within a month? Like, I mean, what's your reason for selling this?
Yeah.
Is there, and then here's the last part. This is something I think everyone should watch. When a seller says, oh, I don't know why I want to sell. Oh, is the seller like, is this house cockroach infested? I can only assume, Brady, there's termites in the property if you don't want to tell me why you want to sell it.
Yeah.
Is it because there's termites in the property? No, there's no termites in the property. I want to sell because it changed a job. If you like, bro, oh my gosh, man. The amount of times I've gotten sellers like this, I just put them in a corner. And you got to start putting stuff like this on there.
Okay.
Price is pretty good, but your last part is you gave up the most important part of a leverage in a negotiation, which is the
What's that?
price. And so you were very close, man. Oh, you almost got it. But what you should have said instead was, I want to see the house. Oh, just what do you mean? Just give me an offer. Well, Mr. I would love to give you an offer, but I'd really have to see it. No, just give me an offer. Okay, Brady, have you ever bought a car? Yes, I
Yeah.
bought a car. Well, before you bought the car, did you have to test drive it? Yes, I had to test. I do the same thing in the house. I don't want to be a person because I'm a man of my word, Brady. And as a man of my word, when I give you an offer, that's solid. It is. I don't change it up. I don't lie. I don't deceive. And for me to be the man that I know I am, have a man of my word, I have to actually look at it, really see the house, see what my partner has to say about this, and then we give you a solid offer. I'm not like any person that just says I want to buy your, when I do it, I'm ready to go. So that's why I have to go see the house. Brady, when's a good time for me to go see the property? Boom. I know I have a lot of experience with this, but I'm just telling you, man, you did very good there. We just got to change kind of the motivation part. And here's the truth, man. You have some skills on this. And so I'm not like, oh, I want to sell. Yeah, it's all make it all easy. If I made it all easy for you, when you get a tough seller, you're not going to know what to do, man. So I like it. So we just got to make sure that we don't give up the offer, because I don't even in a situation we give up an offer and you lose out in the deal, right?
Right.
And bro, you can't comp that quick. Why are you giving an offer out? You can't do that.
Yeah, no,
You're good, man.
Kind of pushed me.
Sometimes you get a little stressed out, like, oh shoot, what do I do?
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's completely normal. You just got to work on that car analogy, go from there. So what I want to do is let's redo the motivation part and let's redo the car analogy part. And then we'll go to your question about the drawing for dollars. All right.
Okay. You're putting me on the spot, but whatever. All right.
I'm not putting you on the spot. I already put you on the spot. I'm giving you a redo.
Okay. Yeah, you're helping me out. All right.
Right. Ask
Wait,
me
so how do I word it again? I forgot.
Ask me why I want to sell my property.
Okay. Should we start from there?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Seller, so why do you want to sell your property?
I mean, I just want to get money for the house, I guess.
Is that all? I mean, is there something else going on? Is there, is the plumbing messed up or the electrical?
Oh, the plumbing's fine.
Okay. Do you have some sort of cabin up north or something like that?
No, this is on my only house.
Oh, okay. So is there any sort of cockroach issue or pest issues or anything like that?
No, not really.
Okay, so there's nothing really going on. You're just looking to get some money out of it, or?
I guess so.
Okay. And, nothing wrong with the roof or the foundation?
No, so let me change it here, Brady. So there's a couple ways you can pivot this conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can do the whole, you were kind of like softer with this. Do you have cockroaches? It's easy for me to say no.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, if there's no reason for you to sell, I just got to assume there's a massive problem with this house. Like I'm guessing there's cockroaches in the house, I'm guessing, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no cockroaches. I was a little more assertive there. On top of that, too, if that doesn't work, you can also do this. It's like, well, what do you do for a living, Brady? Oh, I'm a carpenter. Oh, so okay, you're looking to sell it. I mean, are you looking to move to Florida or something? I mean, that's my dream.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, I'm not looking to Florida. Oh, so you're looking to stay. Well, I mean, I kind of want to be closer to my, I don't know, girlfriend or whatever. I don't know. Right. And so you just you got to push it somewhere. And so one's not working, the other one. And so keep going. I don't want to sell my house. Let's go again.
Yeah. So are you sort of looking to move down south or anything?
Down south? No.
Okay. I can't really find out why you're looking to sell here. There must be some sort of issue. Is there something wrong with the electrical?
No, I mean the electrical is fine on the property. I mean, I'm just looking to get rid of the house. That's it. The electrical's not bad. It's just it's getting very expensive right now to run. And honestly, I'm getting sick of it. I think I'm just going to go move in with my girlfriend to make it easier.
Okay. All right. And, what sort of condition is it in now?
It's good. It's just older home. I mean, it's not like super fancy, but it works for me.
Okay. What year was it built in?
1984.
Okay. And is it, you know, how are the floors?
They're wood.
Okay.
I'm not the expert here. I mean, I know I do a lot of carpentry, but like, I mean, it's just regular wood floors.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Me and my partners, we do usually fixer uppers. So that's just why I was wondering.
Okay,
Um,
perfect.
yeah. So if you were looking to, move in with your girlfriend, get some money, what sort of time frame would you be looking to do that in?
I mean, whenever. I mean, I'm sick of this mortgage payment, so mm, possibly 50, 60 days.
Gotcha. Okay. So with my title company, if you were looking to, get out there sooner, we could do that within a couple weeks. We close fast. So
Wow.
just
Okay.
so you know. Yeah. And me and my partner, we buy cash. We do not do any sort of payments or rent to owns or anything like that. Um, if we did do cash, what would you be looking to get out of it, sir?
Out of what? Like how much I want to sell it for?
Yes.
I have no idea. I mean, how much could you offer me for the house?
Well,
What's your offer?
well, I don't know yet, sir. So the way me and my partner do
I mean, you're
transactions,
calling me. Well, I
yeah.
mean, what's your offer?
Well, sir, I'm an honest man. Me and my partner are too. We would definitely have to go see the property first. We would have to meet you there,
I mean,
talk
can
through.
you just give me just like a range or something? Just
No, that would go against my ethics, sir. I'm sorry, but
why?
we would have
Why?
to. It's just one of those things in this business. We would have to see the property for sure for me to give you an offer.
Okay.
Yeah. So, would you have a good time to meet at the property so I could give you a fair offer?
Okay. I'm glad you give me a fair offer. That's great. Um, Tuesday
Sounds good. How does 5 o'clock sound?
sounds perfect.
Okay, great. Talk to you later.
All right. Good stuff, man. I like it. You're a lot better. You just got to you're getting through it, right? And
Yeah.
it's not fun, but
No.
that was great. So add the car analogy next time. You'll be Gucci, man. You'll be perfect.
Okay. Okay.
That's good. On top of that, too, I'd never say fair offer. Uh, just
Yeah, I know.
cash.
I was
Say
second thinking that,
It,
but
it just comes out, right?
yeah.
I don't blame you, right?
Yeah.
But as long as you're cognizant of that, you'll be all good. But let's get back to the sticky note issue, man. 200, no results. So
Yeah.
well, you're going to learn a lesson of why you still record the addresses because you're going to have to go back and look at these addresses and call them.
Well, I
And
started pinning
unfortunately, you have
them.
to call those 200, bro, and then see how many of those picked up.
Yeah.
200 is ridiculous, man. I mean, you should be getting 50 calls at least.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I started pinning them on Apple Maps, and it doesn't show the address. It just shows like where it is.
Ugh. Yeah, yikes,
But
man.
I don't know why I wasn't using PropStream. I just got to use PropStream.
And do you have PropStream?
Yeah.
Bro, you already have the app, man. It's already there.
I
Come
know.
on.
I
Oh,
know. I'm making mistakes.
it's fine. We all make mistakes, man. So if kind of like we're looking at this video, right? Like you got to pivot. And so you did 200, no results. You should stop, which you're analyzing right now. I did 200, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what we should do is probably try to redo the same list because I know that works in Wisconsin really well, and just try to call them or text them.
Okay.
One thing I would do for you is my phone right here. Take a picture of the house next time and just text them. Text like 100 of those.
What do I say like with the text though?
So this is when you get creative with things, right?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Brady. My partners drove by your house. Is everything okay at the house?
Okay.
What do you mean everything's okay with the house? Well, we just drove by. We're looking to buy a couple houses, and We saw this one, and we're seeing this might be something we're looking to buy.
Yeah, get their attention.
Get their attention, man. That's all. You just want to get those calls, man. That's the point.
Okay. I mean,
And you just Google voice and send 5 out an hour. I think you'll be good to go there.
Okay. Would you
Or you
say?
just randomly text them.
Yeah. Should I
Hey, this
do?
is Brady. I just drove by your house, and it might be something that me and my partner are looking to buy. Or are you looking for a cash offer in your property? For Google Voice or your cell, that's the perfect one.
Okay. Should I do the same drive for dollars again, just with your script?
I don't think it's a script that's going to change it, man. I think it's what's the note on the sticky notes you put out?
I do fixer uppers in the area. Was just wondering if you'd be interested in a cash offer for your property. Thank you.
Brady.
What?
You know that's not my sticky note script.
I know.
You know that.
I know.
What do you think I'm going to say?
Gonna be disappointed.
Save my breath, man. Hey, this is Brady. I had a quick question about your property. Please give me a call back. You can say that when they call you.
Yeah.
You just got to get their attention, man, because every Joe Schmo in Racine is doing that same little stupid thing.
Yeah.
Every guru's doing that too. Do my script, man.
All right. Cool.
Information changes situations.
Yeah.
And because I learned more information about this, we're going to. So, moral of the day, we're going to use Zach's stuff, not the guru stuff, or what we think's best, and change it around.
Okay.
All right, man.
And
you got this. So
one more question.
We'll back next week.
Okay, I will.
Let me know. Send at least 20 out and tell me you should get some calls at that one.
Okay.
That's where you're not getting enough calls because I mean there's nothing left to the imagination with those sticky notes.
Right. And do you have a joint venture agreement at freewholesaling.com?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
We can get one for you if you want.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Okay. Email me. support@fliptherk.com.
Okay, I will.
All right,
thanks, Zach.
Go after it, bro.
All right, I
Appreciate
will.
it.
Bye.
All right. New Yorker, what's up, man?
Yes, finally. Thank you, Zach. Thank you for putting me on.
Of course, I can help you out.
I got two questions. So, first of all, I've been doing the code violations, and code violations have gotten me two potential leads. The first one was 20-minute conversation. Is willing to sell, but it turned out that I looked at the batch skip tracing, and it looks like the guy only has 16% equity. I have an appointment with him tomorrow to go over the agreement that you have. I kind of don't know what to do. It seems like the only way out is creative financing, which I'm not an expert in. I don't know anything about. I mean, I know something about creative financing, but it's a little bit more advanced. What do you suggest I should do with that? Like, I was thinking, give it to somebody from that market to build a relationship and walk away. I don't know. He only has 16% equity. There's not much I can do.
Did you confirm with him there was only 16% equity on the code violation?
Not yet. No, the appointment is tomorrow.
I mean, I think you just go there and see what he wants. But if
I'm
he has a
doing
code
I'm doing it virtually. Sorry.
Okay. Do you know how much the code violation's for?
No, honestly, the code violation actually is him complaining about his neighbor having feces in his property.
Wait, so it's the seller was the one who complained?
Yes.
Then this isn't a code violation.
Yeah.
This is just what is this, a tattletale list?
No, it was a code violation list, but I don't know how I don't know how I got this guy. Honestly, I looked at my code.
Does he want to sell the property?
Huh?
What's his motivation?
That's what I'm saying. His motivation seems to be that his neighbor's feces is coming into his property from burst pipes. That's what I found. based on.
Okay, that's actually a good motivation.
It
Okay,
is a good
that's great.
motivation, but he only has 60% equity, so it's
That's
like,
fine. You could
what am I
just
gonna
get
do?
payments on the property.
Yeah, creative financing. That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking. So I have an appointment with him tomorrow. I guess I can offer him 5,000 down or 10,000 down with whatever monthly payments that will cover his costs. But it's a little bit more advanced. So the contract that I have from
What
you
market?
guys from freewholesaling.com, the Columbus.
Hit up if you want help. I mean, we can do it, but also there's a guy out there. His name's Luca Rebuffy. He's a good guy in Columbus. I'd hit up. He does a lot of virtual, a lot of creative finance. He's a guy you should probably work with. He's a good dude. I've done some JV deals with him out there. He's on the podcast. He's a good guy. Luca Rebuffi. I'm definitely butchering his name, but he's a good guy. You should probably reach out to him. He's got the subject to stuff. He can help you out with it too.
Right. I will have to look at the recording from this live to get the name, the exact name. Is that the name that you just gave me? Is that the name, or
Just
did you butcher it?
email me. I gotta email Brady. So just email. Give me Luca's info, and I'll just give you his like messenger or something. Or I can
What's
give
your
his phone
email?
number or something. support@flipwithrick.com.
Okay. I'll send you the email right after this live.
All right. Sounds good, man.
Second question is, I think I'm kind of very upset with myself because I keep pushing. I've been on this live for like 4 or 5 times already. Yesterday, I called for the first time the eviction list. And after 5 minutes, there was a lady that said, yes, I'm willing to sell, but I'm in the middle of the eviction process and I want to sell after January. Seemingly like after January, the eviction process will be over. After that, I was thinking, why don't you just sell with the tenants in it, or why don't you just sell right now? It's your property. You can sell whatever you want. Why do you have to wait for the eviction process? Is my thought process right, or do I have to wait?
So this is gonna be in the state of Georgia.
No, that's in that's also Columbus.
So state of Georgia.
No, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
Don't hit up
Columbus,
Luca
Ohio.
then. He ain't the Columbus bro. I gotta think of someone in Columbus for creative finance. I know a guy in wholesaling for Columbus, that'd be great, but creative finance, I'm gonna have to get back with you on that one. Yeah, I mean, honestly, all you have to do, let's go back here. Columbus, Ohio, just have the conversation with the guy and see. You can do this yourself. Would you take payments on the property? Repeat after me. Will you take payments on the property?
Will you take payments on the property? That's for
What do you mean
tomorrow.
by that? What do you mean by that? Well, we'd give you some money down, just give you a down payment, and they would pay you every single month and just cover the mortgage.
Yeah.
Now it's a little more advanced than just see if he's open to it.
If
Well,
he is, what do I do?
well, my partner, he's actually the one that deals with those type of situations. I deal with the cash. What's a good time for me to call you back and we can have a conversation about this? I just deal with buying the properties cash. He kind of deals with the payments. Just see if he's open to it.
The problem is this. That's going to be our second call. We had a long conversation on Friday where we said, okay, we're going to get this deal done by Monday. That's what we agreed on, basically.
You're putting a deadline on yourself, man.
Well, the thing is, the guy said he works at night. He only has certain days.
Fine. Offer him a wholesale deal. Oh, no, I can't take 250. I owe 300. Okay. Well, would you take payments instead?
Okay.
You're not going to make a wholesaling deal on this at 16% equity. I'll tell you that.
Yes. Yeah, right.
So, yeah, sure. Give him a lowball offer. He says no to it, then go from the payments.
And then make another appointment.
You have to.
Right. And then where do I go? You said you have a guy.
Not Columbus, Ohio. I thought you said Georgia. I'm going to go back to Rolodex. Look at all the JV
Okay.
deals in Columbus and be like, okay, this guy, he actually does some volume.
So what do I do? Okay, so I make another appointment. I actually was thinking the same thing. Like I have to make another appointment because it's not gonna work.
I mean, appointment. You're putting the special bow on what an appointment is. Just a call, man. You're having a call with me here. This is an appointment, right? I think you're overthinking this.
Okay, but all right. So what do I do after Monday? I give him a lowball offer. He says no. He owes whatever 80% to the bank. I say okay. I have to get back to you. I have to talk to my partner. And then what do? I go look for buyers, or what do I do?
I mean, if he wants to sell for the lowball offer, or if he wants to take payments.
If he wants to take payments.
If he wants to take payments, then you go out and then you find someone that work with creative finance on this.
In the Facebook groups.
Yeah, sure. Just make sure they've done some creative finance deals.
Yeah, I mean that's the only option I have really. Honestly, I was thinking give this deal to somebody in Columbus so I can build a relationship with somebody. Just give it away and whatever.
Man, but you got to remember, you're with the creative financing deal, man. You just got to see if he's open to it, and then after that, then it's worth investigating. Because I'm not here to throw some crazy info at you, but when I look at a creative finance deal, what's the PITI? What's the principal on the mortgage? What's the interest rate on it? Where my tax is going to be? What's the insurance going to be? Heck, the most important variable, which I don't even have an idea on, what are they going to do with the repairs? There's feces leaking on the property. We could have an issue. Like we could have this thing could get in the well. We can have some issue with the environmental. The soil could be screwed up, right? There's a lot of situations here. And for a lot of subject to deals, I hate to tell you this, man, it might be a negative equity if homeboy here has environmental issues and he's got to clean that up.
Especially
I've seen a lot of feces issues. I hate to tell you, I don't want anyone to throw up here, but then you're in a situation like, okay, I give him $5,000 up front, but then I got to put 30, 40K in repairs and I'm only making like a certain amount per month. Like that's not a good creative finance deals. I hate to, some creative finance deals just don't work out. And so the first most important part is you just got to see if the guy is even open to the payments.
All right.
And so I don't want to waste your time here. So we got to see if that guy's open to payments. If it's not, then we're all just wasting our breath.
All right.
I've done so many deals where it's like I get so like I spent an hour analyzing the PITI, all these things, and the guy doesn't even want to take payments on the property. He's delusional. I just wasted an hour. Happens all the time, man.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll creative financing.
I'll just go from there. I mean, I'll just go on Facebook and see whoever in Columbus did creative financing. If I find somebody good,
but anything advanced, people are going to be like, this guy doesn't even want payments. Why are you even dealing with me?
No, I mean, if he does want to deal.
Yeah, if he knows what to do, we'll help you out with it. But he's going to be like, what's the PITI? You got to figure that stuff out too.
I know. That's why it's more advanced. That's what I'm saying. But
it's not advanced.
The most important thing, how do I contact you if I need help? If he is willing to take
hop back on here.
Next week, next Sunday?
Sure, next Sunday.
Okay. And what about the eviction thing?
So the eviction thing is interesting. You can wholesale the deal while the eviction's going on, but I don't like that because you sell for a discount. What you really want to do with the evictions thing is get the property under contract, and then it closes when the seller gets when the tenant gets evicted. That's the best one to do. So
wait until January.
No, get the property under contract, and then agree to sell it when the tenants get out of the property. So you have it locked up. You can sell a property more when it's vacant.
Right. Okay. But I mean, what am I going to tell the seller? We're going to put it on the contract and sell it in January?
We want to buy the property, but we don't want to buy it with the tenant in it. So we're going to write up an agreement to buy it. And then when the seller leaves, we'll close.
Okay. So by January then.
Yeah. You can usually get an extra $2,000-$3,000, but probably let's round up $5,000 with the property vacant than with the tenant in there. There's more risk, you know?
I figured. Yeah, I figured.
And so obviously I want you to make the extra $5,000. And so that's what I tell you to do.
Right. So I'll call the lady because the thing is, I called her already, and I told her I would follow up in January, and she said, okay, that's fine. So basically, I will call her up again. I'll be like, hey, we talked a couple days ago about this property. Are you willing to sell this property to me by, I guess, January, whenever this person is out? And then we will have to do 30 days from whenever the person leaves. Is that a good script or?
Yeah. So with our contract, it's on or before, and then a certain date, then boom, we close it.
On or before the person leaves?
No, on or before a date. And so that could be really anything, right? And so if the tenant's supposed to leave January 15th, we agree to close the deal on or before January 31st.
Okay. All right, so I'll do that then.
Yeah, on or before. You can do anytime before that.
All right. Zach, I'm working.
I appreciate it, man. I see you are. You're getting leads, man. I can tell you're working.
I'm working every single day, bro. It's insane. I don't know. I know I'm gonna get a deal. I will get a deal one day. Thanks to you and thanks to Rick, but I'm not stopping. I don't care what happens. The world can go under. I'm not gonna stop.
Oh, I love it, man.
But
Okay,
yeah,
keep pushing,
thank you.
bro.
Thank you for your advice and thanks for everything that you do. And also, like, I don't know if anybody says that, but you come on Sunday, every single Sunday, and you come live, sick, in good mood, in a bad mood. People can tell when you're in a bad mood. But
How can people tell I'm in a bad mood? I'm always in a good mood.
you always come on live, and it's insane. It's crazy. It's amazing. Thank you so much. And I will probably be here for the rest of my life. I don't know. I will come and ask questions. I thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm not in a bad mood. I'm only in a bad mood when someone goes after my script and they change it up and then they say, your script's not working. No, it's because you changed it. Okay? It's like when you make a recipe and then somebody adds too much salt to it and it looks terrible and it's like, oh, your recipe sucks. No, you altered my recipe. That upsets me, and then Gurus upset me, and then if the Dolphins lose. But I don't let that affect my wholesaling. So we're good to go.
All right, man. Well, I think I hope you had a good Thanksgiving, you and your family. I wish you all the best. And if I have any more questions, I'll be back next Sunday or the following Sunday.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
All right. Have a blessed one. Guys, how can you be a bad mood? You wake up in the morning, you're alive, your family's good. It's all you ever want in life, right? And so I think a lot of you got wholesalers come out here and, you know, you get super like, oh, I'm getting no deals. I'm struggling. You really got to look at like the broad view of things. It's like, hey, I'm alive right now. My loved ones are alive. I'm good to go. I have literally all the knowledge I need to become successful at freewholesaling.com, my free wholesaling course. Guys, if you're looking to start getting your cold calling scripts, and we have some people, they know the scripts, so they want to change it. That's one of my rules. Do not change my scripts. These are scripts that made me millions of dollars. So if it's made me millions of dollars, you should probably do the same exact script so you can make millions of dollars. If you want to go out here and make a change in your life, do what these thousands and thousands and thousands of people have done to get rich. Go to freewholesaling.com, learn how to wholesale real estate step by step. And so for anyone struggling right now, anyone that's feeling like, hey, oh, I'm sad, or guys, this is new year, new you, right? And the year starts whenever you want to make the change. If you can make the change of learning how to learn this business and then taking the action, executing that action, and then going step by step to start making more money, it's all you ever need in life. You just got to take that action. There are so many people this year that got into wholesaling and they quit. They decided to give up. They decided, that's it. Just wholesaling is too much for me. And then there's another like population of wholesalers that said, that's it. I'm sick of my situation. I'm going to make a change. And they actually ended up here making the change, getting rich and doing well. I've created so many JV deals, creating new wholesalers, and plenty of those were the first deals, all because they decided to take their faith in me, send me a JV deal. We made 40K. They got 20. I got 20. And their life got changed from there. And then started a chain reaction, reinvesting in all these things to make their wholesaling business go up even more. And this is what you got to do in wholesaling real estate. It all starts by you deciding to make that change, to learn this business, to go plan, attack, then never stop and keep never quitting, guys. You're watching this video because you're not a quitter. You don't give up. I truly believe in you. I truly believe if I, a stupid little guy like me, can get rich wholesaling houses, you can do the same exact thing, guys. Take the action. You were put on this earth for a purpose, not to be a lazy bum that does nothing all day, but for someone that's going to make a change for you, and most importantly, your family, so you can achieve financial success. Guys, if you got any value from this video, do me a favor. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, go to freewholesaling.com.